Good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. Thanks for joining me today. My name is Robert Vacola, and I am a marketing consultant, advisor, and coach. I'm so glad you're joining me today. You know what? You're in luck because you're witnessing history today. This is my very first Periscope, and I'm excited to be here. I'm a little nervous, to be honest with you, but I am here today for a reason. I am a marketer. I've been in the game for more than a decade. And I help entrepreneurs and business owners who have products and services to get people in the door, to get people to visit their websites, to get people to respond to their call to actions so that they're selling more products and more services, and really they're marketing more effectively. This is my Periscope journey. It's something new for me, and I'm really excited about it. And over the next 20 to 25 days or so, I'm going to be coming on Periscope, and I want to parlay just real simple, effective marketing techniques that I've used in my career. I have primarily worked for small local businesses as well as technology companies, both large and small, from enterprise-sized organizations to small startups who have not even launched a product yet. And I do everything from helping launch products, helping people come up with their first websites and decks and come up with their messaging to help them get more out of their email marketing list. And so for every day I want to come on and give you just one bit of advice on marketing, something that you can do to be more effective. And so today I want to talk a little bit about value propositions and what those are all about. And when you talk about marketing, you're really talking about effectively communicating with people. And when you talk about effectively communicating with people, you're talking about getting shared understanding. I was a communications major, and one of my favorite classes in college, a professor talked about shared understanding. That you might be speaking to somebody and you might be communicating something, but if you don't have shared understanding with that person, if they don't easily understand what you're trying to tell them, then you're not effectively communicating. And value propositions are all about effectively communicating with your target audience. You might hear me use a couple different terms interchangeably. I'll use target audience or just audience. I might use your customers or your users or your visitors to your website. But the value proposition, if your product or service delivers 10 things or widgets or whatever it is you want to call them, your value proposition is the very highest on the list in terms of what it is that your product and service does for them and how it serves their needs, or what value you're providing to them. And so it's the number one thing. And it really talks to the individual audience's needs or desires or wants, and really what's most important to them. I want to talk about a couple of different companies that I think do this really, really well. And when you go to their websites or when you see a piece of their marketing or their advertising, it is crystal clear what they want you to do or what they want you to believe or what they want you to understand from the get-go. So I'm going to share those with you, and then we're going to talk about how you can create your own value propositions for your product or service. First and foremost, one that I love their marketing. I think it's super catchy, a lot of fun, and that is the Dollar Shave Club. And when you website, or at least I went to the website in the past, their value proposition that was clearly stated on their website was a great shave for a few bucks, no commitment, no fees, and no BS. So they threw the comedy in there. It's easy to remember. But I think the secret there is they're really tapping into their core target audience's highest need. I need to get a clean shave, and I need it with a quality razor, and I don't want to pay $100 a month for razors. And razors are really, really expensive. I didn't shave today, as you can tell. But they are really expensive, and Dollar Shave Club kind of tapped in to that pain. That their target audience is mainly men, or at least when they launched it was mainly men. I don't know if they're targeting women today, but they tapped into something, and that was that a guy really wants a clean shave and he doesn't want to spend a lot of money for it. And so that's really, really simple. That's their value prop. The other one, and I became a new customer of this company recently, but Sling TV. Sling TV says, "Take back TV." And they also are a service. They're an internet streaming television service. But they're also a service that they don't have contracts, and they're a low price, and you get to pick what you want to watch. You pick the channels that you want to watch, when you want to watch it, and where you want to watch it. So again, really simple, easy to understand value proposition. Take Back TV. They're tapping into the fact that consumers today feel like they're held hostage by contracts of large cable television or satellite television providers. And they want to make it really simple. Hey, you come to our website, you sign up for our service, and you get to watch TV. And you do it at a really low price. And if you want to cancel tomorrow, that's totally fine by us. They only want you to be their customer if you're happy with their service. And the last company that I want to tell you about with regards to excellent value propositions is Dropbox. So Dropbox is a file sharing service, and I'm going to read their value prop here. It's a little bit longer than I typically like, but I want to make sure I get it right for you. And so theirs is simplifies the way you create, share, and collaborate. Bring your photos, docs, and videos anywhere, and keep your files safe. Dropbox was, in my opinion, and especially in their early days, was the master at creating a simple, clear, unique value proposition right off the bat. You go to their landing page at any given point in time, it's literally one sentence and a form to get you to sign up. And it's really crystal clear as a user what I'm supposed to do when I get there. And so for you, if you sell a product or you're a business owner, you have a service, a local service, I want to teach you and coach you on how you can create value props that you can use in your marketing, your advertising materials, so that you can generate more traffic and more business and more revenue for your business. And there's three key things that I think we witnessed in all those value props. The first one is that the words were action-oriented. The very first thing that you read in most of those was the business or the company telling the user what to do. So for Dollar Shave Club, it was get a great shave. And then you can pause, and if you continue reading, it was for just a few bucks a month. For Sling TV, Take Back TV. They're trying to create a sense of ownership among their users, right? Again, action-oriented. And then finally, Dropbox, they said they didn't really start off with it right off the bat. They more implied it. They said simplifies the way you create, share, and collaborate. So they are saying, hey, you know what? When you have files and photos and videos that you want to share, you create them, you share them, and you collaborate. Especially if you're on a team, for instance, and you're using Dropbox in a team environment. The second thing that I want to point out, and I think this is pretty much a given, but they're really simple. They're 1 or 2 lines. And a lot of times how this manifests, say, on a website, if you're creating your own website, is you have a headline and then you have a subheadline. And this is typically on a banner, or it's over an image. And typically I would call that a hero shot. So you have a nice, big, beautiful image, and over that you have your headline and your subhead. Again, check out Dollar Shave Club. They do it really well. And then the third, and probably one of the most important things with value propositions, and it's highly targeted. When you're selling a product or service, you can't necessarily be all things to all people. And so they have very unique insights about their core audience that they hit on. And so it's very targeted. It speaks to one specific need or one specific value. So that's pretty much my episode for today. Like I said, my very first Periscope episode. I'm going to be here daily. I want to give you simple tricks, tips, and advice, practical marketing advice that you can put to use in your business or organization. I got a little bit of homework for you. If you're going to join me tomorrow, I'd love if you could take a couple of minutes and write some value propositions of your own. And if you're not a business owner, that's totally okay. If you work for a company and you work in a marketing function, I'd love for you to do that. Or if you just have a make-believe product or something you just thought of, something that maybe you're working towards, go through this exercise as well. Think about the very highest value that your product or service or imaginary product or service achieves for its core target audience, its customers, and see if you can write one simple, clear, concise, action-oriented line, which we'll call a value prop, and then we could talk a little bit about it tomorrow. We'll probably start our broadcast off with that. And speaking of next episode, tomorrow we'll be talking about unique selling propositions, also known as USP. Your unique selling proposition is exactly what separates you and your business from the competition. Thank you so much for being here. I'd love to connect with you, reach out. Feel free to follow me here on Periscope at Rob Vacola. I also have the same Twitter handle, at Rob Vacola. That's last name is V as in Victor, Occola. And you can also find me on LinkedIn as well. I love connecting with people on LinkedIn. I think it's a great business platform. It's linkedin.com/n/R Vacola. Thanks again for joining me. Can't wait to see you tomorrow for more simple, practical marketing advice and guidance. We'll see you later. Have a great day, everybody.